Hey guys, Mr. Ray here, back for another read aloud. I'm going to read this story, No Such Thing. It's one of my favorite stories, and it's just start of October, so it's a great time to read this. But you know the drill. Before every video, at the beginning of every video, I like to sing the good morning song, so let's sing it. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Put a smile on your face, it's a brand new day. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Each day is a new gift to open and use. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. It's a brand new day. Good morning. Okay, like I said, I'm going to read this book, No Such Thing. It's a really cool story. It's about a little boy and a monster who don't believe in each other. What? I can't wait to show you what's on the inside. So let's take a look. Here's the front cover. You see, some eyes down here, and a little boy on the. Oh, I'm so afraid. Oh my gosh. The back is just plain. It's blue, boring. And I like to tell my kids, one of my favorite things to do when I look into a book, I love the inside covers. I don't know why. So I like to see if there's really cool pictures. But this one is boring. Just plain green and pages. What? Oh my gosh, it's so boring. But, it's the inside that counts. Let's read it. This is a really cool house. I like old houses. I would love to live in an old house like this, even if it was a little creepy. Yeah, pretty cool. Here it is on the front. They are getting ready to move in, which is exciting. They're unpacking. It's always fun to start a new adventure like that. This is Howard. Let's read about him. Howard loved the old house he and his family had just moved into. He loved all the neat little nooks and crannies and the large windows that nearly touched the floor. He couldn't wait to explore all the funny little closets and cupboards. You see a little bit better in the picture. Ooh, I would love to explore that house too. Whoa, he's got a giant bed. He even liked his big, old-fashioned bed until it got dark. Looks like he's jumping on the bed. Jump, jump, jump. And I just read this to my kids over Zoom, and we talked about how he must be hanging out with the monkeys too much because they jump on the bed, and he's learned some bad habits from those monkeys. But that's another story. Here we go. Next page. I think there's a monster under my bed, Howard told his mommy when she came in to kiss him goodnight. Howard's mommy laughed. Ha 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 ha, this old house is playing tricks with your imagination, she said. You know there are no such thing as monsters. Now, be a good boy and go to sleep. There's no such thing as monsters. What are you talking about? Silly boy. All right, Monster's mommy came in to kiss him goodnight. I think there's a boy on top of my bed, Monster told her. Monster's mommy sniggled. Oh, Monster, she said, you know there are no such thing as boys. Now, go to sleep. So she's tucking him in. He uses a spider web as a blanket. That's so funny. But she's like, there's no such thing as boys. What are you talking about? You're weird. Howard heard a snurkle. Mommy, he cried, come quick. What is it, Howard? His mommy asked. There is a monster, said Howard. I heard him snurkling under my bed. Howard's mom laughed again. Ha 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 ha. You've been watching too many scary movies. Howard, she said, I told you, monsters are only make-believe. Monster heard a sneeze. Achoo! Mommy, come quick, he called. What is it, Monster? His mommy asked. There is a boy, said Monster. I heard him sneezing on top of my bed. Monster's mommy sniggled again. Ha, sniggle, sniggle, sniggle. You've been reading too many comic books, Monster, she said. I told you, boys are only pretend. Next page. Howard peeked over the edge of his bed. Mommy, come quick, he cried. I can see his tail. Howard's mommy rushed into his room. She picked up Howard's jump rope off the floor. Howard, she said, I'm losing patience. Tail, indeed. Oh, silly, that's a stupid. Just a jump rope. What are you talking about? Monster peeked out from under the bed. Mommy, come quick, he called. I can see his fingers. Monster's mommy came in. She didn't see anything. I'm sure it was just your pet tarantula, she told Monster. Now go to sleep. Howard decided to peek one more time. Monster decided to peek one more time. Take one more look. Oh no, they're going to look at the same time. Ugh! They saw each other. They looked at the same time. Howard ran to get his mommy. Ah, he's here, he's here, he's here. He cried, I saw him looking up at me. Monster went running to get his mommy. He's there, he shouted. I saw him looking down at me. They're gonna get their mommies, man. Monster's mommy took him back to his room. She lifted him up to the top of the bed. There, she said. Now are you satisfied? There's nothing there. Shh, don't tell him. I think it's because Howard went to get his mom. Howard's mommy took him back to his room. She knelt on the floor with him to look under the bed. There, she said, are you satisfied now? He's not there, because he's probably up on the bed. Howard's mommy tucked him in one more time. Now, this is it, Howard, she cried. If I have to come in here again, you are going to be punished. Good night. You can see Howard's Monster's pet tarantula right there. It's kind of scary. Monster's mommy tucked him in one more time. I've had it, Monster, she said. If I have to come in here again, you are going to be twaddled. Now go to sleep. Howard put his face in his pillow and started to cry. He cried and he cried. Monster pulled his spider web over his face and started to wimple. He wimpled and wimpled. Wimple, wimple, wimple. Between sobs, Howard heard a strange sound. It sounded sad. Between wimples, Monster heard a strange sound. It sounded scared. Howard peeked over the edge of the bed. A very sad face looked up at him. Monster peeked out from under the bed. A very scared face looked down at him. Were you crying? Monster asked. Yes, said Howard. Were you wimpling? Yes, said Monster. Why? Asked Howard. Because I'm scared of you, said Monster. Boys eat little monsters. Eat little monsters? Howard tumbled back on his bed and he laughed. He laughed and he laughed. Where did you get a silly idea like that? He asked. Boys don't eat monsters. They don't? Asked Monster. Of course not, Howard said. Then he stopped laughing. What? But monsters eat boys. Are you going to eat me? Monster started to sniggle. He sniggled so hard that he rolled back on his back on the floor, and he kicked his feet up in the air. Sniggle, sniggle, sniggle. Monsters eat boys, he cried. That's the funniest thing I've ever heard. Where did you get such a crazy idea? Did your mommy tell you that? No, said Howard. My mommy says there are no such thing as monsters. Monster stopped laughing. What? Really? He said. My mommy says there are no such thing as boys. She never believes me when I hear boy noises at night. I know, said Howard. Mine never believes me either. Howard and Monster sat slowly shaking their heads when suddenly Howard started to smile. I got an idea. Come here, he said. He leaned close and whispered in Monster's ear. Monster sniggled and nodded. Monster crawled on top of the bed. Howard crawled under the bed. Oh, Mommy! They both called together. Mommy, come quick! They're gonna trick each other's mommies. That's so funny. Again, so I love this story. No such thing. I hope you enjoyed it. And have a good time reading. I'm gonna come back with more of these read alouds as we go along. Have fun.